Ooh, he'll cry if he was sitting right here hearing me say this.
Right.
He gets so emotional about our past, being homeless, sleeping in our car, not knowing where I was going to have to sleep or how I was going to feed him. Welcome to T.R.U.T.H Podcast. Y'all, I'm podcasting. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to podcast. Am I nervous? Yes. But this chapter of T.R.U.T.H Podcast is going to be amazing. I'm going to have some amazing guests. Some amazing people come on here. And we're going to get the ball rolling. I have a special guest for the first episode of T.R.U.T.H Podcast, y'all. I have a special guest, and I just pray that God dim our light and his light shine bright on us. This is going to be very, very intense, kind of tear wiping episode, I'm sure, because it will be a lot of testimonies, a lot of healing, a lot of, understanding, a lot of questions. So I'm going to introduce my first guest, and it's my beautiful mom. She's going to be here. And her reasoning for here today is, I'm going to let her host a little bit. I'm going to put the mic in her hand for a little bit and let her ask some questions to me. Because this will be me telling my truth and my testimony to y'all before I have anybody else come on my platform and talk about their testimonies and talking about some things they had to go through and talk about some of their truth. Why not start with me? So I'm going to let my mom ask me some questions. Then I'm going to let my mom introduce herself. This is my mom, my beautiful mommy.
Hey, my beautiful daughter.
Hey, mommy.
So glad to be here today with you.
I'm so glad to have you here. And I know this is going to be, a little challenging. And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know, your work day to come and be here on this special day, my first episode of a podcast, and I wouldn't have it no other way than you being on here, honestly. And I really thank God that he let this moment happen, because we have, believe it or not, y'all, it's like I'm living her life all over again. Like a lot of things that my mom has been through, a lot of things that my mom, even down to kids. I mean, it's like I'm just reliving her life, and and this is nothing towards you, Mom, but I do pray that, I don't relive the life that you live,
right.
But I am glad, and God does things for a reason, and I know he does it. So, for some of the reasons I had to go through these things is to see, life is life, Mama had to do what Mama had to do, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you introduce yourself, and then we're going to start with these questions.
First of all, I'm honored that you would have me here today. I'm excited. I'm grateful and thankful, and, God is good.
Amen. He is.
And I'm Jamie, and I'm going to get started with these questions for Chelsea.
All right.
So, Chelsea, what is T.R.U.T.H Podcast?
T.R.U.T.H Podcast, yeah, it's a story about T.R.U.T.H Podcast. God put it in my heart to be able to tell my story. And I had to realize that it wasn't just my story to tell.
Right.
It's thousands of us that have testimonies and, things that we went through in life. And sometimes we don't understand, why we went through these things. Or we don't like to share it with other people. But I did write in my little book about, something about T.R.U.T Podcast that I want to share with y'all. And truth is T-R-U-T-H. and it is spaced out because the T is for testimony. You know, God give us a testimony to be able to tell, for him to get the glory from it. And not only for him to get the glory from it, but for us to be able to say, hey, mama, if God could get you through that situation and he did it for you and he did it for you and your kids in your life, then I know he could do it for me.
Amen.
And if he could do it for me, he could do it for y'all. Also release and revelation. Just release. Sometimes you might need to sit here. And you might have to cry.
Right.
And you might have to, might have to do an ugly cry. But we release it. And, God, get revelation from it. Like, understanding. Understanding can help having a conversation with your mom. Having a conversation with your mom, or having a conversation with your dad, or just having a conversation with another person that may have been through similar things. I get understanding. Right. And sometimes we have to pray to get understanding. Sometimes you have to get alone and get on your knees and pray to get full understanding of, God, why me? Why? And I know we say we don't have to we're not supposed to question God, but God, why, what is my purpose? Because we have purpose in our pain. So why, what's the purpose? Why did I have to experience this? Or maybe it was for somebody else healing, or for somebody else to get through it. Truth. Yes, I need the truth, Mama. I need the truth. We want the truth, God. I need the truth. Jesus, I need the truth. Oh, wow, I had to experience and go through these things. And then the healing. Ooh, the healing. The healing process can be hard, and the healing process can be hurtful, and the healing process can cause you to cry, but the healing process can be beautiful, because this is part of the healing process. Amen. For me. Truth Podcast is part of the healing process for me. Talking to my mom, talking to other people, talking to other family members that I may have in front of the camera, talking about things that may be hard to talk about, but we get healing from it. So that's what Truth Podcast came from.
And you're right about everything you said. Everything. And I do like that it's so very sentimental.
Right.
Very sentimental.
Right.
Very sentimental. It's very good. So you do own your own business, and it's called C7 Beauty.
Yeah.
So where did that come from?
C7 Beauty came from a little girl who had to start doing her own hair. Well, when my dad, this is my story behind how I have my own business. My dad used to do my hair before school. It was just me and my dad. And I have a ponytail here. I have a ponytail back here. And I used to go to the bathroom and sneak in the bathroom and fix my hair. I used to put bows and stuff in my book bag. And the teacher come pull me out the bathroom. Now this 3rd and 4th grade. 2nd or 3rd grade. And she'll come pull me out the bathroom, and I'm just in there trying to fix my hair. And ever since then, I've been doing my own hair, maybe like 3rd or 4th grade. A few family members will help here and there, but I've been doing my own hair. I used to sit in the mirror and cry, try to braid my hair, and back then my hair was like down my back. Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I used to be crying. Arms used to be burning. I used to be crying. Y'all ever sit there and try to do y'all own hair? Like, burning, crying in the mirror. But, so yeah, I stepped out on faith. I was working in the medical field, and I stepped out on faith. And I started in my dining room with a folding table and a folding chair with probably $5 curlers, combs, and jam. And it went from there. I truly enjoy standing behind my salon chair, making others feel beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
God has really gifted you with those hands.
Yes, like I really love to make women feel beautiful. It's something about looking in that mirror, feeling good about yourself. And I love to see a woman get up and just feel beautiful. I try to do my best to make sure that women get out their chair and they feel so beautiful. Like, if I need to fix something, I'ma fix it. Because, girl, I want you walking out of here looking like you the best. Like you got it. Yes. That's the reason to C7 Beauty, because it was one point that I didn't like looking in the mirror. I didn't like who I seen. I didn't have the money to get my hair done. I didn't have it. So my price is not as high as others, because I want a woman to be able to sit down, get her hair done, and it's supposed to be therapeutic. So I want it to be very therapeutic. I play good music. You know what I'm saying? And sit there and just feel beautiful. And now I'm glad I'm in a place of my life where I can enjoy it and have others to enjoy it as well. So that's C7 Beauty.
I have really seen some results of your clients, and you do amazing work.
Thank you. I try.
Being abused mentally, physically, and emotional, did it affect you as a mom and a woman?
Yes. Being abused mentally, physically, and emotionally, that started when I was in elementary school. It started at a young age. It started verbally. It started verbally before it started. And verbally and emotionally is how it started. From being told all kind of things, you were ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you're dumb, and that was me. That's who I was, fat, ugly, and stupid and dumb. And that's how I lived my life. And it did affect me as a child in so many different ways. Wanted to be like other people, wanted to be where I seen happy. If she was happy, I wanted to be like her because she's happy. I wanted to be her because she was beautiful. And so it affected me very, very, very hard. More so as a child. I went through so many different emotions and feelings, and I never really feel like I got a chance to be like this real happy child, because I was always dealing with hurt.
Right.
More so hurt than happy. I had my happy days.
Yeah.
I had my happy, fun experiencing times, but it was more so of confusion, pain, and suffering being a child. But as I got into an adult, as a woman, it was a little harder, I would say, trying to be a woman when all you heard was how I wasn't going to amount to anything, how I wasn't going to be anything, saying that I was this girl, this fat, ugly girl, and this fat, ugly girl turned into a fat, ugly woman. So I didn't like mirrors. I didn't like looking in mirrors. I feel like that's the emotional thing. I didn't like taking my clothes off in front of people because I always felt that I had an ugly body. So there was a lot of things I dealt with emotionally, physically. Being beat down the flight of steps, getting kicked out of, head been hit on cemented floor, garage floor, and that was abuse. That wasn't. We know the difference between I'm about to give you a whooping,
right,
versus me taking my hand and backhanding you upside your head, or you're not understanding of math problem. Like if Johnny had 4 apples and he take away 2 and I say he have 3, you don't just, what I'm saying, you're stupid and dumb and beat me upside my head because I don't know how many apples Johnny had.
Right.
I mean, just it's a better way of doing things, So yes, that it affected me as a woman and a child very, 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 very. Badly. So Yeah.
Wow. How do you feel about being adopted?
I don't really feel anything about being adopted. I had my questions, not really many questions as an adult, because I never really questioned you as a child about being adopted, because it really wasn't a big issue to me. It didn't start affecting me till I got older, being a woman. That's when it started affecting me, having to balance two different families.
Right.
Having to balance out how to love one abusive family and then try to learn and love another family. That was the most confusing and hard thing to deal with. Do I love both of my families? I do. But being adopted was, I don't really have anything to say about it. Like, I know you. We have an amazing relationship. I love my mom. I love my dad. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. But as a child, I did have abandonment issues. So I guess that can kind of say that affected me in a way, having abandonment issues, because I felt like, why give me up? Why give me away? And then give me away to somebody that don't really care about me, that don't really want me around, that don't want me. So why I had to be the one that given up? Why me? Like, don't nobody want me? Nobody wants me around? So I did deal with that for a while, but I think that's my only hurtful downfall about giving up for adoption, just having abandonment issues.
Right.
So that would be the only thing.
So since being in my life, what kind of relationship have we developed?
We have developed an awesome relationship. That is a good question, Mama, for real.
That was one of my special ones.
She snuck that one in on me. I had we have an awesome relationship. Even down to my babies. And it's a beautiful story that, of course, we know she gave me up, put me up for adoption, and we rekindled. And I had a set of twins that I was about to give up for adoption. It got hard for me, working, taking care of one already, working, wasn't really getting no sleep because I was working overnight. And I was about to get them up for adoption. I did all the paperwork. I did all the everything. About to send the paperwork off. And she called me. And she said, Chelsea, I want to help you, but I can only get one. I'm not going to pick. I'm going to let you choose whichever you want to, give to me. I have space. That's what I have space for. I have space for one baby. And I agreed to it. I feel like she didn't want me to go through the hurt and the pain, that she maybe experienced with giving her baby up for adoption. So I'm sure she didn't want me to experience that, and that's love. You can't tell me that ain't love. I had so many family members that say, why would you want to give your baby to her and she gave you up? Like, that's stupid or whatever. People just on the outside looking in. But I feel like that's love. And she didn't take him in. I gave her my baby Cortland, and she took him in. He's been in private school. He's smart. He's well educated. He's awesome. And I thank you for that. I really, really thank you for that, because I feel like he keeps you going. He keeps you here.
He does.
And I tell Cortland all the time, whenever you're ready to come home, you can come home. But he he's so smart. He's so smart, and he's so loving and caring that he know his grandma mama want him there and probably needs him there. So I'm not gonna be selfish to take him from her. We see him, we talk to him like he's in our everyday life. And I feel like God does things for a reason, because I feel like that right there brought us even closer. It brought us even closer. We talk every day. Yeah. We literally, and sometimes 3-4 times a day. My mama is somebody I can call and she can pray with me. I can call and talk to my mama about anything. Men, I talk to my mama about y'all. Because if my mama say, she'll tell me, she'll say, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's, she's not going to tell me what I want to hear. She's going to tell me what I need to hear. She's going to pray with me. She's going to talk to me about things. And that right there, that's the motherly love. And so we have an awesome relationship. Amazing. And I love it.
I do too.
I absolutely love it.
I do too.
She's no mother is perfect. No mother is perfect. I'm not perfect. Oh, God knows that I'm not perfect, okay? She's not perfect, but she's a great mom. And sometimes we have to just understand, like, mama's got to do what mama got to do. You hear what I'm saying? It's a difference from mama got to do what mama got to do to I'm intentionally hurting you. Because, and I know this is off the subject of the question, but the woman that she gave me to, she hurt me in so many ways. I can't even look at her as a mom anymore, because her giving me up for adoption was simply mama doing what mama got to do what's best for my baby. But intentionally hurting, abusing, and beating a baby, somebody you're supposed to be forming up into a young woman, you constantly beat them down to the ground, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that, oh Jesus, that right there, it hurt. I never, ever, ever want anybody to experience that. And if you have, listen, get on your hands and knees and pray and ask God for healing. Because it was one point in my life where I had the opportunity to hurt her. It was really one opportunity I had in my life to hurt her. And I was going to take it. I was going to take it. I was finna risk everything, because I was finna hurt this woman with my bare hands. I seen red. I blacked out. I just really was fun. But God didn't let that happen. He really didn't. I had too much to lose. I had way too much to lose. Get on your hands and knees and ask God for healing. I'm still healing in this situation. I'm still healing, and I think this is part of my healing process. I'm still healing. I still have my days where I wake up and I experience being told what I am, or being told what they wanted me to be. But thank God for prayer, and thank God that He listens. I thank God for Jesus, because He listens, and it take a prayer, a song, worshiping, and He'll be your perfect peace. And He has brought me peace in this situation in my life. Jesus. From a baby to a teenager to a woman. He's been my peace. He's been my peace. He really has.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
I just want to say something just for the record. Had I known that your adopted mom was going to do that or is like that, I would have never sent you that way.
I know.
I just want to say that.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's you.
I mean, when I did it, I wanted you to be able to have the things that I know I couldn't provide for you at that time. And I just want you to know, had I known, I would have never seen you that way.
And that I know, because your love for your kids right now is unconditional. So I know for a fact if you knew I would have been beaten and just tried, the things that I had to go through.
Right.
I know you would not put me in that situation. I know, and I thank God for my adopted dad.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
You're
like that.
Blessed with him.
I think God knew I needed him because that man right there, he does not know. He was my best friend from beginning to now. God, Jesus put him in my life to be my peace. To be my peace on days where I didn't want to be here. Like, my dad is literally my peace. He was my peace. He was my best friend. He was my comforter. And he didn't even know that she was doing this stuff to me. He didn't even know until I told him. And I never told him as a child. I told him coming up into an adult. I told him some of the things that she did to me.
Why didn't you want him to know?
I don't know. A part of me felt like I was going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble for telling, because it was this thing in the household, being raised in the household. We don't go against the parents. If mama said no, mama said no. Right. And if daddy said no, daddy said no.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to feel like, oh, well, she beating on me. She's hurting me. I don't know. I wanted him to know. I didn't know how to tell him. My grandma knew. My grandma knew because I couldn't go to school for one day because I had a black eye.
Oh, bless Jesus.
Yeah, I had to sit at my grandma's table, and that lady, my God, Dorothy Jean, Jesus, God rest her soul. Yep, I had a black eye and I couldn't go to school that day, and I got sent to my grandma's house, and my grandma comforted me, and she cooked for me, and she, talked to me about it, and Did
you just come out and tell her, or she just already knew?
She knew.
Oh, okay.
She knew. It was something about that woman. She knew. She knew. When I didn't want to go home with her, she knew something was wrong. She knew it. And when she seen that black eye, she said she already knew.
Wow.
She already knew. So, yep. I know, Mama. I know you want to put me through that.
Oh, no, ma'am. Definitely not. But I know I missed like 11 years of your life, and I am just so grateful for the now years.
I know, right?
I am.
I don't think you will. I would. You probably would have. I'm just how I am now here. As a child, I was so loving, and that's the crazy thing. All I wanted was love. That's all I wanted. I remember I used to try to crawl up in the bed and watch movies with her, and she'll kick me out and say, "Get out!" And I just wanted a little love. Like I lack. That's why I love like I love now.
Right. You love hard.
I love so hard.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so scared of relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not scared, but I know how hard I love because I lack so much love as a baby, as a teenager. I lacked so much love. So I love to love. I love to give, and I love to love. I love hard.
Yeah.
I love that's scary.
I think you get that honestly.
From you?
Yeah.
Because you love hard too.
I do.
You do. You do.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. Currently, how is your spiritual journey guiding you through life's daily challenges?
Keeping a good relationship with God. Keeping a close relationship with Him. I try to involve Him in everything that I do.
Amen.
And now I'm trying to involve Him in my love life more. But trying to involve Him in everything I do, it's so crazy down to the things that I eat. God, is it good for me to eat this? Is it going to give me heartburn? Is it going to send me to the bathroom for 3 days straight? Like, literally, everything that I do, I try to involve God. I try to worship Him and praise Him every day.
Amen.
I try not to forget that. I'm more of a worshiper than I am reading scripture because I'm still learning, like, God, help me understand what I'm reading. When I'm reading your word, I want clarification. Help me to clearly understand what I'm reading.
Right.
So that having a close relationship with him is very important. He will talk to you and tell you. Mm-hmm. He will give you exactly what you need. Like, that's why I'm sitting here right now. He put this in my spirit. And at first it didn't map out how I wanted it to map out. I told my mom the whole step from beginning to the end. And of course, she's always so supportive. She's always so supportive of everything. Every pregnancy, she was there. Minus the first one.
Yeah.
But she was there every step of the way. Every call, every doctor's appointment I needed her at. If I felt like I was finna have a baby, she was there. If I was having it, she was there. Everything down to my kids' football games, everything, she is there. Thank you, Jesus. But from beginning to end, she's been there, and I love Jesus. I love God. I thank God for his only begotten son. I thank him for dying on that cross for my sins.
Amen.
I really, really thank him. It is so important that we know these things because we need him. I need him daily.
Daily.
And that's why I go to him daily.
Daily.
Never know what comes our way. Never know when the enemy try to sneak in. So we got to have him daily.
And he's been busy lately too.
And he's a healer. He's a provider. Yes. He's Jehovah. Oh my God! I like that he's a fighter. He'll fight literally all Jehovah Shabbat. I thank God for Jehovah Shabbat because he'll fight. When I say fight, every battle, all your battles, and I didn't even know God was sitting here fighting my battles as a baby, coming up into a woman, just fighting battles, just knocking giants down. Because I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to commit suicide and take my baby with me. I promised I wanted to jump off the interstate and I wanted to just take my baby with me. But God said, He knocked that giant right on down, turned me around, and I walked all the way back home because he said, "You're not doing this. I need you here."
And I'm finished with you, and he's still not finished.
And
with
I'm
you.
not done with you yet.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's my favorite. I love him for being sure. I know he'll provide. I know he's a healer. I done seen him do all this. But when I came to realization and said, "Oh, he a fight. Who he been fighting? He been fighting, and he's still fighting." I love him so much.
Yes. Nothing like that personal relationship with God.
Nothing like it.
Like I just myself couldn't survive without him in life on certain things and situations.
Right.
So yeah, I understand. So next question: did you ever want kids?
No. Heck no. And the reason why I did not want kids is because I was scared for them to experience some of the things that I experienced.
Right.
Like I was like, am I gonna be that type of mother that raised me? Am I gonna be that type of mother that beat on my boys or call them stupid and dumb? That's why I try to watch what I say. Ooh, and sometimes kids will make you mad to what it was so stupid. Ooh, they'll put you. I'm about to boy mama. Whew.
But you can break those generational curses.
And I pray about that daily. God, break generational curses. Mm-hmm. And me and my sister was just on the phone. It's kind of off subject. And we was talking about, she sent me a message. She said it's crazy how all of one of our uncle's kids have relationships or are engaged. And I said, you know what? I said, if I have to break this curse myself, I'm going to break it. I said, and this is nothing, but it's like, our parents have went through marriages and divorce, breakups, and nobody has been in a 10-year marriage or, longevity relationship,
right.
Happy relationships. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm breaking that generational curse because we're going to be a family. We're going to go to weddings. We're going to get married. We're going to have love. You know what I'm saying? That's another generational curse that's being broken. And my kids, not having a full father figure in their life, we're breaking that generational curse too. Y'all going to be daddies. Y'all going to be good. That I pray about stuff like that. I pray about that. Mm-hmm. For real. And I didn't want kids, but God said, He threw them at me, baby. And I love my kid. I love being a mommy. Oh, I love being a mommy. I love being a mommy to my kids. And he knew I needed boys. They show so much unconditional love. Man, they show so much unconditional love. And if they want to crawl up in the bed with me, I let them. Right. If they want to go, I let them. Sometimes I be like, nah, mama need her me time. That's but right. when they want to be around mama, I let them be around me. Because I remember how I felt being told, yeah. Get on out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to be, kick me out the bed. So, no, I didn't, but I got them. I ain't got no choice.
They were meant for you to have.
Yes.
So, how was your experience with Jaden?
Woo!
Her first child.
Jaden went through he grew up with me. He went through he had seen me broken. He had seen me stressed. He had seen me depressed. And I remember when he used to see me cry, he used to say, Mama, it's okay. Mama, don't cry. My God, seeing my baby tell me that, ooh, he'll cry if he was sitting right here hearing me say this. Right. He gets so emotional about our past, being homeless, sleeping in our car, not knowing where I was going to have to sleep or how I was going to feed him. And Caleb, because Caleb came along and then we became the duo. And being at the Salvation Army, oh my God, with my babies had to be the most hurtful, difficult thing to deal with my kids. Them being so little, I think they were maybe like 3 and 4, 2 and 3 or 3 or 4. And being at the Salvation Army, trying to watch 2 little kids eat in the amount of 5 or 10 minutes, walking 4 or 5 blocks with them being tired. But you know what? They're so grateful. God was right there with us every step of the way. They cried. I cried. We cried. And we got through it. We did. But my experience with Jaden was a lot of downfalls. I was down with Jaden for a long time. For maybe to Jaden was about 6, 7, 8. I was down. I was broken. I was broke. Yeah. Literally. Lint broke. Like I was stealing out the store. Trying to make sure my boys had shoes, clothes, and I was stealing. I was. Mama, I used to be a booster. You know what that is?
I don't.
She don't know what a booster is.
I don't.
A booster is someone that steals clothes, shoes, perfume, high quality stuff, and sell it on the street to make money.
Oh, wow. But you said a while ago, a mama's got to do what a mama's got to do.
Shabbat, fight my battle for me. Help me. But I was just talking to the boys about this the other day. I said, man, y'all know I used to steal out the store for y'all, man, for real, to make sure y'all had Christmases. And Caleb was like, Mom, where we was? I said, Caleb, well, a couple times you was with me because you had to be my distraction. Oh, no. Yeah, I was sticking stuff all in a bag, and Caleb like, I'll kind of pinch him a little bit and he'll get to running and crying. And I'll be like, get over here, boy. Sticking stuff in my bag. Get over here, boy. Oh, God, yeah. Then walk out the store. But I had to do what I had to do. They needed shoes. They needed clothes. I had to do what I had to do, but then my boys, I love all my boys.
I know you spoke a little bit on this earlier, but how was the relationship with you and your adoptive dad?
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Michael. That's my daddy. Woo-hoo. That's my daddy, man. My daddy has done, I probably owe my daddy $1 million. And he hasn't asked for a dime. My dad had to he was the best dad. I remember him being a sergeant in the military. He has really, really helped me along the way. When it come down to cars, plumbing, and that man got a lot of stuff below his belt. Man, he's a plumber. He fixed cars. He's a sergeant in the military. He gave Honda 15 years.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. He can cook a little bit. I mean, like he's one of the best fathers to have. Like, if you got a daddy like my daddy, man, you blessed. He got a good heart. He don't mind helping. He love his grandkids. He made sure we went on trips. He fishing. He's a fisher. He catch fish. Can slice them and dice them, and he's awesome. That's my best friend. Like, that's my dad. Right. I love my daddy to death. I'll beat anybody up about my daddy. I get sensitive when it come down to my daddy. I really do. Cause he don't play by me. Like, he'll do that time. He already said I do that time. I live my life. That's my dad. I love my dad. Yes, my dog. And that's not my adoptive dad. That's my daddy.
That's all right.
I don't even look at him like adopted. He don't treat me like no adopted daughter. He treat me like he made me. He don't play. Now, when it come down to discipline, he's very hard. He's very, very hard. But I'm glad. I told him I'm happy for it because it got me where I'm supposed to be right now. So
good raising.
Yes, good raising.
Mm-hmm.
The correct discipline.
Yes.
The correct love.
Yes.
Thank God for him.
So, do you have any hard feelings toward me being your real mom, knowing that I put you up for adoption?
I don't. You did what you had to do, girl.
And you did say that earlier, but
I don't. I love you to death. And I know if you had to do it all over again, you probably would do some things different.
Definitely would.
But I mean, I love you to death. I mean, I thank God for you. You are an amazing mom. You might not be perfect, but I'm not. And ain't no other mom perfect, but you chose to grow up and you chose to get your life right to be able to be the mother you need to be to your kids when it was, when it was your time. You know what I'm saying? I had my time. You had your time. A million mamas out there done had their time. But when the fact that you can ask God for help me, mold me to the woman that I need to be for my kids or for myself to be a better woman. You know what I'm saying? That's when you become an awesome, great woman. Especially when you're walking in your purpose and you become a spiritual woman. Right. You're a good woman.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
And I love you too. What was hard about becoming a woman from being a broken girl?
Woo! Taking care of my personal self. I didn't care about my looks. I came out the house looking and smelling in a kind of way. Just, had to learn personal hygiene the right way. Learn how to dress, learning how to take care of myself. And instead of family members helping me in their area, they laughed about it. Right. Instead of saying, Chelsea, this is how you do this, or Chelsea, this is how you do that, or Chelsea, as a woman. And I thank God for my one of my old friends. She was a good sister to me. She taught me a lot of these things, how to care of myself, right, how to dress, how to properly be a woman. And I thank God for Maya. And I tell anybody that. Mm-hmm. I'll tell anybody that. We might not be the best friends right now, but she played her position in my life and she played it well because she taught me a lot of things as a woman. How to become a woman, how to be a better, Chelsea, you don't wear that. This is how you need to wear something like this. Or Chelsea, don't carry yourself as that type of woman. You know what I'm saying? When I had my ways when it came down to men and some of the things, but that was me being hurt and trying to heal for some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So she taught me, Chelsea, we don't carry ourselves like that. We carry ourselves better than that. So it was hard. It was. I ain't care about my looks, my hair, my nothing. I was just broken. I was broken bad. But I thank God for that glow up. I thank God for that because it was, it was hard. Becoming a woman, trying to learn how to be a woman is hard. Like, I don't know if anybody ever experienced that, but that is not easy. When you don't know these things, when you're learning these things, and another woman got to come and tell you these things.
When you're not in the right surroundings and nobody's helping you, I could imagine.
Especially when another woman got to tell you how to, that's so embarrassing. But if a part of me was taking it as an attack, you know, like, and then a part of me was taking it like, I need that. And I thank God for it.
So you didn't take it personal?
I did.
You did?
At first I did. Yeah. At the beginning I took it personal.
Right.
I was like, ooh, it was so embarrassing. Like, she trying, teaching me how to be a woman, That was so embarrassing. God, looking back. God, that was embarrassing. People that she was around, people just around, period, seeing me like that.
Mm-hmm. So what made you glow up?
I was tired. Like, that glow up personal. I'm still glowing up. Right, that glow up was personal. Hey, when I stepped into me when I found who I was, who I am, when I met me, I'm still learning me. But when I met me and I started learning what I can do, who I am, who God made me. Yes. Oh man, you telling me I'm not gonna be her? I want to be like everybody else. If I seen she was happy, or if I seen I liked her walk, I like her talk, I want to be like her. She look happy. I like the shoes she wear. Maybe if I act like her, I could get that. That's just mentally. I know it sounds crazy, but it's something sometimes when you go through certain things and trauma and hurt in life, you deal with it mentally. So yeah, that glow up was personal. It was real. And I'm still glowing up for real. Learning my talents, learning my true talents, made me glow up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Learning who I am as a woman, walking in it, talking in it. My size don't make me, I know I'm a chunky girl and I always have been growing up, you know what I'm saying? But that does not define me. My heart is just about as big as my body, baby. Yes. So I love who I am and I love who I'm becoming to be. I love it.
I love it too.
Yes.
Okay. What hardships have you faced as an adult and how did you overcome them?
Being homeless, lack of affirmation, I really want to say being a mother with kids, dealing with fake family, dealing with a hurtful childhood, dealing with those hardships. What was the end of the question?
How did you overcome them?
Oh, okay. Healing. I'm still healing from a lot of stuff that I didn't even know I was healing from, but healing from it has made me overcome it, letting it go. I can't do nothing about, because I don't know what y'all went through as a child, what y'all went through coming up, or what y'all got going on with yourself right now. So I said, that's a them problem. Because people don't understand. You hurt people.
Absolutely.
And it makes them hurt. So now I got to overcome, and now I got to hear from what you said I wouldn't be. You said what I can't be. You said what I'm not going to be. You said what me and my children weren't going to be. What you done took from me. What you done took from me. Now I got to ask God to gain all this back. And once God had given me peace and let me heal from it, I never go back to it. It's people I don't even talk to no more.
Because, you never can move forward in life. As long as you're living in the past, you can never move forward in life.
And once you move forward and you let your past go, and they still treat you like your past, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go completely. If they're not going to change, but you're changing, let it go. And it's a lot of people I won't ever talk to again.
Right.
God, I love them. I don't want to wish no bad on them. At first I did. Pain them down, God.
Right.
Hurt
I'm
them.
sure you've asked for forgiveness for that.
But God, forgive me. Let them have life and life abundantly.
Yes.
Yes. Well, y'all, Mama, I thank you so much for doing this. You are amazing, and I love you.
I love you more.
And I really thank y'all for tuning in. It means so much for y'all to tune in. It's so much more to come. Y'all, please subscribe and stay with me. It gets better and better and better and better, man. I can't wait to have people on here and talk about healing and talk about, glowing up and talking about how we achieve life goals. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. It's not easy. So, yeah.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
Hit
that like button. And share.
And you better share. All right, y'all. Peace out.